So Elite Custom use the system, but we need to think outside the box. Build the pergola is not so hard, but to put together with the old building,
to make it seamlessly.
Exactly, that's the trick part, in my opinion. So if you don't do something to use your outside space, your outside living, you'll be locked inside the house. Hello, my name is José Victor Durigan.
And my name's Victoria Brenzink Durigan.
We help business owners and homeowners to improve the outside living.
And I help you guys get to know us a little bit better. I think the question most people want to know, and the thing I want more people to know about is, tell us a bit about yourself and your experience.
Oh, I thought we were going to talk about pergolas, but there we go.
But I feel like people want to know that. People want to get to know Jose.
Okay. Jose is born in Brazil and moved to America in 2001, which I believe I was 19 years old. All right? That's pretty much the professional part of my life. It begins in construction.
At 19?
At 19, yes. As a carpenter and build the frame houses in America, Massachusetts. I'm a husband, met my wife in America as well, and I have two beautiful daughters. Yeah, you know my old one. And so husband, father, and I love what I do. After 10 years in America, went to Brazil for a couple of years. They moved to England when the pergola thing starts. You know, that's when I got to introduce to a pergola as well. I have so many years in construction before the pergola, you know, building houses, but the pergola starts over here in the UK.
So do you think that gives you an outside perspective and an advantage when doing pergolas, especially in residential homes?
Oh, yes, definitely. Think about, I learned to do the hard part, technical, detailing. So the pergola system, I'm not the manufacturer, okay? We got suppliers. So our job is to choose the right products for each project, each client, understand what they're looking for and choose that. And it's like a puzzle, to be honest. You need to put together, you know. Sounds simple when I say it's like a puzzle, because it's a details we need to think about it, you know. You're going to connect two buildings together, a brand new building, which is the pergola, with the old building, which the houses, especially in England.
Yeah.
You're not going to find too much square houses, nice plumbing, you know. You're going to face like stone walls, you know, brick walls, floors at a level. So build the pergola is not so hard, but to put together with the old building.
To make it seamlessly.
Exactly. That's the trick part, in my opinion.
Because you mentioned like putting two pieces together, like two houses together, you mentioned it just then.
Yeah.
What would you say is the main difference between then when clients come to us specifically and say, why don't I just do an extension instead? Why would I do a pergola instead of an extension? Or why an extension instead of a pergola?
It's two different products, okay? When you do extending in your house, okay, it's still inside space, all right? You're gonna create a TV room, game room, everything, but you're inside your house. The idea of the pergola is not to make your house bigger. It's to create your outdoor living, you know, live outside of your house. You don't want to be locked. The weathers in the UK is very challenging, all right? So if you don't do something to use your outside space, your outside living, you'll be locked inside the house.
Yeah.
You have everything. You have your kitchen, your TV room, your space, but you lock inside the house.
It's not like being outside.
It's not like being outside. That's what the pergola system's coming,
Yeah.
It's not just the pergola, it's the way to connect you to the outside space.
Yeah.
Okay? So I love to say you pretty much control the weather, with the press of button. So at nighttime is just a little bit chill. Doesn't need to be rain, just a little bit cold.
You already don't want to use it.
Yeah. So you can turn the heaters on, be in that space. Weather's great. You invite all the friends.
Yeah.
I'm Brazilian. We love barbecue.
Barbecue, yeah.
Barbecue. So for us, we do a pergola to barbecue.
Yeah.
So think about enjoying all the friends, get a nice table in the middle, open the roof, open the sliding doors. You outside.
Yeah.
It's outside space.
It's like-
you still have your house. It's two different, atmosphere.
Yeah, I think it just depends on your goal then, what you're trying to achieve of that outside
true.
space. I think if you want to feel like you're outside and enjoy that outside space, the pergola is the way to go. But if you're just wanting more space, an extension could be the way to go for you as well. I think
That's it, that's
just
it.
depends on what your end goal is.
One thing I see people normally coming as about, the price of the pergola, I can do the extension.
Yeah.
It's not true. All right? Bespoke pergola is not cheap. All right? We not try to be cheap. All right? We try to deliver and please the family, please the business owner, and make sure they can use that space. All right? It's not just for the first month look pretty because it's brand new to show the friends. No, they need to function, for many years. All right? And when they talk about, so it's not cheap, but when they talk about the extension, it's costs more than normally people think about it.
Yeah.
Takes longer. It's messy. A lot of people regret, not because they regret of the space, but the headache
The headache of the process.
to do the whole thing, the process, the workers, the mess on the house, dig a foundation, break walls. So it's two different things. So when people comment about the difference between those two, they don't know what they're talking about, in my opinion.
In your opinion. But for, say, like you were saying, for the homeowner and for the business owner, what would you say the main difference is when you're selling to a business owner, like a restaurant or a hotel, or when you're selling to a residential space for someone looking at that for their home?
Okay, it's two different clients, two different goals. Okay, let's pretend you look for a pergola for your house. What's your dream about it? Be an outside space with your family, with your husband, with your kids. Invite some friends. Enjoy this, the little bit sun we have in UK. All right.
Or for an emotional benefit?
Yes, that's for the pleasure, just the pleasure on the homeowners. All right. Be able to spend with the family, to have the quality time with friends. The business owner is two different game. Okay. The elite customer today, 90%, 90, my accent. So 90% of our clients is as a business owners.
Yeah.
Hotels, pubs, restaurants. That's 90% of the business. Why? Because it's not for just a pleasure. It's a business strategic. All right. When you got your outside space, which most UK properties has, and people doesn't know what to do, doesn't know how to use it, they don't know what they can get from there. All right. So I even got excited with this type of client because we not supply just a pergola for them. We supply the way they can sometimes save the business, all right, by generating more revenue.
Yeah.
Is a business strategy.
Yeah.
In that case. So we have places when we double the sitting area. What's generate for restaurants is more seats, more people, more tourists, you know what I mean? I have a client which complain, Victor, you created another problem for me. I say, how's that? Yeah, now I have a big restaurant with small kitchen. So now I make my kitchen
that
bigger
capacity.
for I can take care of everybody. So it's really good to see that result. That's
kind of problem you want.
That's yes, it is, and it's nice to talk to the business owner after everything is done, and they come and say, "Look, I should do that many years ago."
Yeah.
You know, because the outside space is there.
Yeah.
It's there. Didn't change it, but they use it 2 months and a year.
Yeah. Most time we're not even I've seen from doing the sales calls with business owners, you're not even selling the pergola. You're selling that use of space, more clients, more revenue. You're selling that solution, not
Yes.
the pergola itself.
No,
the
pergola is
pergola's
just the
nice, it's
tool.
pretty. It's what they use to create that solution.
Yes.
And I feel like most people, until we put those numbers in front of their face, being like, this is how much you're losing and this is how much you can make on top of the revenue you're already making on top of your business. I think it's almost like, I remember when we first started doing that math, I was like, Jesus Christ,
Really?
that's a lot of money on the table
Yeah.
that people don't even realize they're putting on the table without.
They pay the investment quickly.
Yeah,
Very
they pay back
quickly.
the pergola,
Yeah.
the expensive
Yeah.
pergola.
I got a client to pay back the investment in a year with that space. And think about it. It's not just the amount of table. They create another atmosphere in the restaurant, which I love to use the word secret garden.
Yeah,
It's nice. You know what I mean?
especially when it's the back of the restaurant,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. You know, so you can see the outside space. You got flowers. I got clients put trees and they made of the system, and so it's different atmosphere as well. So you got something more to offer to the clients. Think about it.
Yeah,
You know, it's a different space. So I got a feedback for a client says we receive a phone call for a book reservation, all right, to book a table, and they request
the outside space. I was about to
sit
say that.
down.
I was waiting for you to finish off, but most of the time, I know when we go to restaurants, we want to sit on that outside space. We want to be able to see the outside and
Yeah.
enjoy that outside space. Most people
feels good.
want that space. They want that part of the restaurant.
Yeah.
They don't want to be inside in the corner. They want to be using that outside. I know we request it every time we go to a restaurant that
Yeah.
has an outside space.
And bring you a little bit close to nature as well. Even if not too many trees or anything, just to be on the little outside space, even when the roof's closed, but to bring you a little bit more close to nature, I think changes the feeling.
Nature and luxury. I feel
Yeah.
like if you feel like so luxurious taking photos, me as an Instagram girl, I love being able to take a photo on the outside, seeing that like outside space there.
With the lighting
yeah,
and everything.
exactly. Especially with the pergolas that we have that do the lights and stuff. I feel like
It's nice.
it's
nice. So I think for business is a game change. All right, it's very, very important.
okay. So let's just dial it back a little bit and start from the core. Where did the idea of Elite come from? Where did it start, and what inspired you to begin Elite?
Okay. Elite is beginning in UK, okay, and my understanding about the pergola system is in UK as well. So back in the days, I'll say 8 years ago, I met a business owner with supply pergola system, all right? We met each other and we have a good conversation, good talk, and he's asked about my background, what I used to do, what's my business, and I explained about the construction, the US, the wood framing, the steel framing for commercial, all this background in construction. And he's a very nice man, you know. And he's looking at me and say, what do you know about pergolas? I say, they look nice. That's all I know about pergolas. You know, he say, I want to show you my crew do installation of one of the pergolas. And I want you to tell me if it's something you like, if it's something you're capable to do, or even if you're interested in do something like that. And I was feel very interested because I just have arrived to the UK. So I kind of have a plan, but I'm very open minded at the time.
Piqued your curiosity.
Yes, you know. And so I followed the whole process of the installation for one system. And that's in Liverpool, right? And it's very interesting. I love it. I love how quickly we can put it together. I love what they look when they end, the surprise on the client's face. You know, they look and say, wow. As soon as you pass the remote control,
And
you can
make
see in
them
the
do it
eyes,
themselves.
you know, change it. And I say, oh, I kind of like this. It's more just a business, you know, it's enjoyable. And I say, okay, how can we work together? He say, I need somebody to be able to install those systems. I say, okay, So I offered them the idea to put one system together, all right, by myself, all right, with my own team. He say, okay, no problem at all. I'll give you that. And we did. And I saw they are, he's hiring people all the time for agents, all right? Most of the time, nobody show up. Nobody come. And when they come, they're not interested in the business. They didn't care.
They're just doing it for the money.
So I see something for this company which is very sad. So I come to the owner and say, look, let's do this. Every time you need somebody, you let me know. And I supply this person. He's come to me and say, Victor, how you going to do that? You're brand new in UK. I say, just don't worry about it. Just let me know what you need, and I'll get the right people. And this right people they're going to look for is to be able to work with me as well, side to side. So I say, okay, if I choose the person who's going to work, it's going to work with me anyways. So he's giving me a challenge. And the next day, he say, can you bring me 4 people tomorrow? I say, no problem. He's looking me in the face like, with this smirk, smiling, and didn't believe I was going to be able to do it. So...
Did you have 4 people?
I didn't. I didn't. But look, when you migrate countries, you learn a different lifestyle. You make things happen.
You adapt.
You found solution. You know what I mean? You don't look for the problem. You look for the solution. All right? So I'll tell a little secret what I did. Okay? So after I spoke to him, he's walk away. I grab my phone. I call my wife. Okay? Person I love her very much. She's been with me forever. And I say, baby, I need 4 guys for tomorrow. She's kind of my business partner, and she say, okay, what you need for these people? I say, you know why? If they know a little bit about carpenter, they know enough to do what I need to do because they're going to work next to me. So I'm going to oversee them, all right? So she went to a Facebook pages for the Brazilian community.
Yeah.
And give this person, look, I need this person. They need to have, CSCS card, drive license, and they need to have a carpenter skills. All right? 2 hours later, we got a list of people interested. So I talked to everybody. I chose 4 person. 2 of those person still work with me today.
Yeah.
It's amazing. So on the next day, they show up at the job site, and they work hungry. They work harder than everybody else. This owner has been bringing from agents, all right? Because people didn't care about it. They want to just to earn the date and walk away.
Yeah.
And these people come to me and say, look, we need to show off. We need to show we are the best, and they don't survive without us. So we did that. We did the work. We make the system quickly, good. I'm very peak, so I was watching the guys. So we did this, and they come to me and say, okay, let's continue to do that. I have another one for next week, 2 and 2, another one arriving in 2 weeks. And we started there. At this time, he still have his other crew. I'll say 6 months later, everybody work for Elite. He doesn't have his crew anymore.
Yeah.
So everybody, he just sell the system, and I supply the installation for him. Then I think about it, say, how many people have the same problem? How many companies
need installation?
Need the installation. 2 reasons. One, they don't know enough. They don't have the experience. The business owner can't spend the time in doing the installation, so they struggle, right? They don't have enough sales to maintain an installation crew.
Yeah.
Not even one, okay? So I say, okay, I'm looking for, gap on that part and say, you know what? Instead become a competition and supply and install for my clients, I'm not going to sell. I'm just going to focus on installation and go to everybody and say, look, I can supply for you a professional installation with all the documents, all the paperwork. And because you only do installation, we know everything about it. We know how to outcome the challenge. And everybody's happy. They only need to sell, call Elite, say, book the installation for this day. And the installation Elite Custom show up with the crew, full equipment, the vans, the tools, health and safety, do the installation, and walk away. And they, looking good for the clients.
So Elite Custom started off as an installation company only.
Installation company only. They didn't have no interest in sell anything, just to do the installation.
Why do you think, because I'm sure you're not the only installer in the UK who installs pergolas, what do you think made companies choose you over those other companies that did installation? Why Elite? Why the Elite guys? Why do you think you were so wanted for these installations?
I'm bad boss. I'm very picky, very, very picky, hard to please. And I pass this mentality to my crew as well. All right.
They know your standard.
They know. They're not going to hang anything on the wall without laser level. Never. You know what I mean? So, and the fact it's two reasons. Okay. My background with the bespoke. All right. Back when I used to live in America, I learned with a lot of people over there, all over Massachusetts to Florida, right? But I have a particularly couple years in a place called Nantucket Island, next to Cape Cod in Massachusetts, all right? Beautiful place, amazing. You know the place. You were a little baby at the time. And Nantucket Island. And I still remember the name of the person which I work for. It's called Scott Bowman. He's tough dude, very tough guy. He doesn't accept less than the best. All right, high end quality clients, and he teach me a lot about bespoke, a lot. That's why not only construction grow up, but the bespoke part coming up. All right, everything was bespoke. He make things cannot be replicate for the companies. All right, and so I learned with him. So that's first thing what's make us different from the other installation crew. All right, they just go over there to install, to put the pergola up. We go there to deliver a whole package. All right, we look for details the client doesn't look for. All right, the other companies doesn't do that. And I explained to you why we start work with aluminum composite flashing because of the situation. But I'll tell you later to not lose the line. The second thing, the fact we only do installation, we still face a lot of problems. Sometimes the system come wrong, the measurement's not right. So it is problems happen all the time. But it's not about the problem, it's about the solution. And every time we face a problem and we found the solution, we grow experience, we grow more knowledge. Then something's fell, the motor didn't work. Then we need to figure out why did it didn't work. So we take apart, all right? My team is not just assembling. They can take the whole thing apart.
And put it back together.
Parts which normally we don't take apart because they come pre-made from the supplier, we still take apart to understand why they keep failing, all right? That's why we got a good communication and a really good relationship with our suppliers.
So when other companies would say, oh, the pergola's come with an issue, we can't install it. It's come wrong from the manufacturer, we can't install it.
We don't do that. We first figure out the solution, we get the job done, then we figure out whose problem is. If it's the client, if it's the installation, or if it's the supplier. All right. The main goal now is to put the pergola up, make it work, make the client please.
Then what? If Elite started off as an installation company, what made the sudden change for you to start providing your own pergolas and installing them yourself? What made you decide to become that competition?
Okay.
What made you step on people's toes and were like, I'm ready to do it?
Yeah, they did that. They did that because Elite's grow up to a level we got stuck. They didn't sell enough to let Elite keep growing. You know what I mean? They didn't have enough installation. They didn't make enough sales. They still try, but they don't do enough to keep us busy.
Busy enough.
Busy enough. And not just busy enough, you know. The goal of every company is keep growing, getting better every day. You know, and that's my goal as well. So because we come to the point to be very open with everybody, to come today and say, look, we don't have enough sales. You don't make enough sales to keep us busy. So there's the deal. We'll keep doing any installation you need. Let us know what you need. You got a problem, call us. We're here. Nothing will be changed. But for now on, we're going to supply as well. We're going to go to new clients, after new clients. All right? We can just stand still waiting for somebody make our business. All right? We need to go in there.
Took your own action.
Yeah. Remember about the immigration thing? We developed some skills.
Exactly.
So,
how did those companies take it, though? Were they supportive of it? Were some companies supportive? Others were a bit concerned of the competition?
Yeah, some is a little bit concerned, but I'm very open to them. You know what I mean? So far, with everything, all the clients we have, we never have a competition with the existing companies. Okay? As those companies normally work local for the area they are based, and Elite Custom do the whole UK, you know, Wales,
Scotland,
Cornwall, all the way up to Scotland, you know. So sometimes we do with the clients, they're never going to hear about, you know. And so they take pretty well, and they still need Elite, all right? Elite is willing to still work with them because make they look good, you know what I mean?
So then if you're doing installation for these other pergola companies and you're also selling your own pergolas and installation, what do you say makes a client come to you and for your installation? If you're saying your installation is so good, which we know it is, if your installation is so good, both companies have that installation.
Yeah.
The competition company and your company both have that great installation.
Yeah.
What makes the client go to you instead of the other companies?
Look,
If you both have the installation,
I think is an open market, all right? The client, it's good to have the options. I'm happy for them to have the options, you know? And if they buy with somebody else, they can believe I will help the person to achieve the best as well. I won't do less because they sold in Elite sold, all right? I'm going to put the same effort I was doing for Elite, all right? The client will be pleased with the result. I will make the company look good as well, all right? So the difference is the whole experience, you know? The way we approach, all right? Some companies is just salespeople, all right? They know how to sell. They don't know the technical part. So, but to get to the point, to the installation, is a lot of things happen before, all right? The installation is one of the last part of the conversation. So they come from Elite because they feel secure.
trust.
Plus the question they asking, I answer more questions they not even know those questions exist.
Yeah.
I want to make sure they understand the whole process. Why are we choosing this?
So there's more transparency.
Yes, more detailing, you know, about how we're going to do. All right? Why is your floor at a level? What is going to affect? All right? You got a down pipe come next to the wall where we're going to put the pergola. So how that going to work? A lot of companies not even see that. All right? So we have the vision. We can see a lot of future problems before we get to the problem. All right? And they feel comfortable with that. We help them choose the right products as well. It's not just one type of retractable roof. It's a few. So help them understand what's the best for them, for the purpose, for what they're looking for. I think that's make them comfortable. They make feel good, you know. The attention, choose the feedback, let them know which process we are with the manufacturing, with, you know, when the installation is going to happen. So it's a full package which make the choose Elite.
I think also, I'm going to say you hear this word a lot in this podcast, bespoke.
Yes.
I think it's also the bespoke quality of Elite the amount of clients I talk to on the phone that are like, hey, we want this idea, we really want to do this, that. But we've gone to other companies and they've said, it's not possible. I've spoken to my partner, my husband. This is not possible. I know that's your favorite. It's your favorite. I saw you grinning already. It's your favorite thing to hear. It's impossible to do.
I love it.
Which is why I think it doesn't become much of a competition.
No, they push the client to me.
Yeah. Because then we turn around and we're like, yeah, we can do it.
We can do
the amount of times I've been on a phone call and I'm like, oh, they want this and you're like, we can do it. I'm like, oh, yeah, guys, we can do this. This is completely fine. Yeah, we can make it work. And then I end the phone. Okay, how are we gonna do it? You go, I have no idea. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
There's the amount of times you confirm to me, yeah, that's totally achievable, and I'll speak so confidently to the client, we can do this.
Yes.
And then you turn around to me and be like, we don't have any clue how to do that. We're gonna figure out. We will make it work. So I think it's also that determination of you will make it work no matter what. Yes. If it's in the laws of physics, it will work.
Look, I tell people I can build the pergola upside down. I do. And because of the bespoke nature, we create a unit based in Manchester, which we got a cutting machine, CNC welding. So we don't rely only on the supplier.
Yeah.
All right. So let's say they send me a system and as a brackets going to the wall, and the wall, the design they used, it didn't work. The project got stuck. If it's another company, they're going to have to wait for the supplier to manufacture and send over a new piece. What we do it straight away.
Do it yourselves.
Yeah, we do ourselves. We don't need to wait for the supplier. If I need special screws, we can make special screws. You know what I mean? We got sources, place to go to get the parts, to get the steel, to make curves. We bend, we make curves. Mm-hmm. Victor, how you do a retractable roof with curves? We do, And let's go with a lot of details, but we get the most part of the area. We can get square, use the area as retractable. And everything else we fill with could be anything, glass, panel, the semi-material for the fabric roof or the louver system to match, to look like the same when it's closed. But the only part's going to open close will be the square or the rectangular part of the roof. But we don't say no for the area because they're not square. And most company
will do.
They want the easy way. They want a square. They want to go over there, put the pergola in 2 days and walk away. Oh, is the water's going to go between the building and the pergola? That's not my problem. That's what they say. We put the pergola up, and the client will ring Elite to say, look, I bought a pergola, but we cannot use the way we want. What can we do? And we help you. Yeah. Even we didn't supply it, we still help other clients.
So if you say, for example, you grew as an installer because of the being able to do installations even when the product came wrong from the manufacturers or came with issues or it didn't fit correctly or the pergola you can adapt yourself. If pergolas tend to come with a lot of issues that need getting fixed sometimes, what would your advice be to clients researching the companies that they want to go with?
That's a big thing. It's a lot of small companies.
Yeah. What's the advice for someone who's looking for a new pergola?
Find out the background about the company. Okay? I'm glad you make the question because today, and you're going to agree with me, today is with AI, social media, is very easy to make a company looking good.
Sell a narrative that's not there.
Yeah. You know what I mean? In a week, you got a website, you got all these beautiful images, put a lot of, investment, Facebook ads, and start selling straight away. Mm-hmm. All right? So a lot of companies doing that. So my advice for the clients is research the company. Talk to clients that have done installation. Not just ask about the person. Ring the person. Ask them, what's the process? How long does it take you? Was arrived late? Mm-hmm. The delivery what they promise? Ask you questions. It's your money. It's your investment.
What would you say is a red flag in a company? What would you say if you saw that in a company? You'd be like, maybe.
When they come to me and say, Victor, I got a price with half your price. That's not realistic. All right? We don't try to be rich by selling one pergola. all right, is this small amount margin we have on our products, and the margin going down every time with the late installation, or we need to customize something else, or add more material, the margin is going down, all right? For somebody come and says half the price, that's red flag. One, the products they offer is not the same as us, all right? Maybe they're not gonna deliver. I have situations when they make a down payment and they never receive it. After they make the down payment, the other person on the other side did not even answer the phone anymore. That's very sad. Some people, especially business owner, sometimes that's the last resource they have. They raise their money to do the pergola to be able to save the business. And do a 50% down payment and don't hear for the person anymore, or never receive the products, or receive
It's something that can happen.
That can happen. That can happen. And that's not what's the word? Is not that happen often.
Yeah.
You know, so spend as much time as possible, ask your questions, search for everything before you close the deal. And stand if the company is legit.
All right. We've gone into the depths of specifics and bespoke and all that kind of stuff. But for the general person just seeing and looking at Elite for the first time, what is a pergola?
Pergola is how to connect yourself with the outside space. All right? For the business, sometimes how to save the business. How to improve it, how to deliver something else. Not just a drink and not just a food, but the atmosphere.
And how many different types of pergolas are there?
We got a few. We have the retractable fabric roof, which they can be flat, they can be in pitch, or they can be curved. I love the curved one. I think it's nice. Make the space feel bigger, all right? And one of the most affordable ones, by the way.
The curved one?
The retractable fabric ones. Doesn't matter if it's a curve, a pitch, or flat, but one of the most affordable ones. I do like the end result on the ones. Then we have the louver system, with aluminum panels, which could be rotate. They just turn sideways to open close. We have the retractable ones, with the retractable around 79%. So when you open, you have 79% of the roofs open.
What's the other percentage?
The other percentage is the space all the louvers take when they accumulate together. So there's that.
So it'll never be it will never be 100% open.
No, because you need that space for that. What we did for a client for the last project we did something very nice, because before I say that, let me finish with the type ones, all right? I get excited. So the retractable one, louver system. Then we got the glass retractable roof system, retractable glass system. And last, we got the fixed glass as well, all right? All those systems can have any type of enclosure sides. Can be sliding door, bifolding door. My favorite one with motorized guillotine windows. I love that ones, all right? Especially for business, especially for business. Everybody love it, to have a table and the windows come down to the same level so they feel the breeze. Yeah. They can see the outside. Is lovely. So my favorite one. Then we can have a fixed glass panel and the last fixed aluminum panel with insulation, all right? If you want a private, you want to see. Oh, I cannot forget about the motorized blinds as well, for privacy. So you can have that one as well. So yeah, that's the types roofs Elite Custom supply today. Amazing. All those ones.
And what would you say the biggest problem with pergolas are?
Seal, all right? Like we said before, they most use in hot countries, all right? They create for shading, all right? In some countries, they call shading system, right? And you use in UK. So Elite Custom use the system, but we need to think outside the box, right? We need to think, even when I talk to the client, for me, the most important is to see the house, to plan how am I going to seal the house, because that's the most important, all right? That's the challenge of the retractable roof system. How to be able to retractable, because you see, when you don't retractable the roof doesn't move, it's easy to seal. I can put a full membrane on top, it's easy. But think about it, you want a movement. So the roof cannot be stuck, cannot be complete sealed. They need the movement. So we need to see.
They need to be able to open.
Yeah, how can we have this function on the roof and it's still watertight? So that's the challenge. And Elite Custom work with that very well.
So how did the Elite Custom
You want to tell you want to tell my secret? How am I doing? Okay, that's okay. But it's very simple. Think about the problem. All right. So people, when they think about the pergola, they think about the pergola alone. All right. If you think about the end result, we need to flashing. All right. So in UK, we have some listed buildings, which you cannot even attach the brackets or the system to the building. Cannot even have screws on it. That one is the hard ones. You will rely on silicone to seal and flashing to the system, all right? If it is a building which we can attach to the building and work with the building, Elite like to cut a channel on the sides and on the top, and I like to have my flashing go into the channel to do the best seals possible, all right? They overlap my system and we have no problem.
Again, a bespoke.
Exactly.
The pergolas.
Then, let's say I cannot touch the building and I need flash in the sides, but it's a stone wall, so the wall is
all curved
all over the place. How are we going to do that? So some people say it's crazy. So we work with aluminum composite, all right? It's a material with a heavy background, work with that in Brazil. Very common. We do a lot of facades, bespoke facades, nice designs. I can say Brazil is right in front of the countries work with aluminum composite. Those peoples, they know how to design.
You mean you people?
We people. We know how to design. We like to think outside the box. The logo we have over here is all made out of aluminum composite, made by us. All right, so we do those things as well.
How long did that take to do?
This one? Oh, this one's pretty quickly. I have the guy work with me, Alison, and I forgot to told him.
Shout out, Alison.
Shout out to Alison. I forgot to told him about I have the interview with you, so I have to tell them in the last minute I need my logo, and he did it pretty quickly. Very impressed. I like the details. He know how I am. So
perfectionist.
I believe it's very stressful for him to get this on the last minute call, but he's pull off as they always do. All right. So yeah, answer your question. The biggest challenge is to make watertight.
Yeah. How long does it take from, for example, the client making the down payment to it arriving to their door to then the installation? How long does that process take for a client?
I'll give a little bit more information than just what you asked me. Even before the down payment, is a process behind that. With normally, if the client moving forward with the project is being paid off, if they decide not to moving forward, that's Elite Custom cost. All right? So it's important for people to understand there's a lot of work involved
before even that down payment happens.
Even before the down payment, understand what they're looking for, what kind of system they need, all right? Sometimes they call us with the idea, and which is not the best idea for what they're looking for.
Yeah.
So we need to be the professional to say, look, now I understand what you're looking for, I can get something even better for you.
Yeah.
So we need to understand what the client look for, all right? It's not just press, and jobs done. Then we need to work. I ask for images. I ask for rough measurements. I try to put a rough idea of proposal for the client. What's the reason for that? Some people's gonna say that's wrong, Victor. You need to go to the client to present the proposal. We don't do that because some people come to us because they see the image and it look beautiful. It's a dreaming. They want that, but they don't know how much cost. Mm-hmm. So as soon as they realize how much cost, and it's not because they don't want, it's out of the budget.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we need to make sure they understand where they step on it. Then after that, the client say, okay. Most of the time, they say, it's a little bit over what I was thinking, but it's not too far off. Mm-hmm. So please come to see me. So that's the next step. Then we go to see the client. Then we need to see the building, right? Then we go to the things I told you about. The problems could happen with you going to see now, even before the client places the order or anything, all right? Because that will impact on the quotation. Mm-hmm. Understand? So we do this, then you put the final quotation for the client. Then after the client's happy, then we go to the down payment. From that moment, the down payment, the process is roughly between 6 to 8 weeks for the delivery. That's include the design, fabrication, and delivery. 6 to 8 weeks. Then it's up to the installation team to show off. So they come in, do the installation, deliver normally 2 weeks, house sometimes 3 days. We have a big project which took us, 4 weeks to put the system together. Big project.
It just depends on the system.
Depend on the system, depend on the size of the project.
Amazing.
Right? I want to mention something very important about my installation team. All right? The feedback we got from the clients is amazing. All right? We have a client come to us and say, Victor, I am a builder. The client is a builder, right? And he say, your installation team come over and I didn't hear nobody swear. I say, what do you mean? They're supposed to be swearing? I didn't know that. They say, no. The thing is the builders, not all of them, but sometimes they come, they talk to each other and they swear to each other. Not to the client, of course, but the client here. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? We deal with all kind of clients, all right? And the philosophy about us as the installation team, we need to go in and out without the clients notice.
Yeah.
All right? So we don't set a eating area in the middle of the workspace, all right? They go out, they eat in the van, all right? But most of the time, the clients be so pleased with the team and so happy. And I love this about the UK, mm-hmm. right? Nothing bad about Brazil, but Brazil doesn't do that, okay? They come to you and ask about, do you want a broom? You want a cough? Can I make a sandwich for you? And it's so beautiful, And I think that's UK thing.
Yeah.
It's very, very nice. And often I hear this talk about the teamwork, how they're doing. They're so polite. They're so carefully to explain the clean. And that's making me very proud with my team. That's big goal for them, all right?
Well done, team.
And I will say even more, okay? Very often they send me pictures about some cash with the client to give them for a tip.
Oh.
All right? So I'm going to create something out of the way, right on the spot, all right? Mm-hmm. Every time one of my installation team receive a tip from a client, I will double up. All right? Yeah. Okay.
That sound good?
I'll double up, and that'll be on camera, right? So I cannot go back and tell.
Oh,
and I make even better because that's make them improve it even more, right? So I do even better. If they don't get tip, but I receive a message or come for the client, say, thank you very much. The team is being fantastic. They did a great job. they will receive a bonus as well. All right? Because that's important. That shows appreciation.
Yeah.
That's how you create a team. That's how you make them work hard. That's you make they think about it. And, please the client as well, and everybody be on the same page. Because what's the goal at the end? It's the client.
Yeah.
Please be a problem solver. You see, that's the mentality.
At the end of the day, you're selling a product. You're selling a luxury.
Yeah, it's a dreaming.
Exactly. Here's a good question that I saw a friend of ours gave to us. How much would you say a pergola, because we talked about how a pergola improves a commercial space, how it brings revenue and this and that. Does a pergola increase the value of a house or a residence? Do people usually come to you wanting to improve in that aspect?
They does. They definitely does. Imagine if you go to look for a house to buy, all right? And you have a price for a 3-bedrooms house with no garage. And you have a house, 3 bedrooms with a garage, all right? They change the value, all right? That's work the same with the pergola as well. When you go to offer your property for sale and the people come in the back and see that, we're not talking about gazebo. We talked about motorized retractable roof system with belt, cogs, motorized, integrated LED.
Not to toot our own horn, but it looks luxurious.
Roughly, it depends a lot, but I can easily say 3% of the value house
goes up
by having, a pergola system, a good patio, a really nice outside space, which is important in UK. That's one of the reason help with the value.
Só acabou a bateria. My questions are all gone. My phone died. They're all gone. Okay. From the top, from my head. Thank you. From the top of my head, one of the questions we were talking about was the UK weather, per se.
Yeah.
Because you were talking about how this was more popular in hot countries for shade and stuff like that, and you brought it to the UK because of the bad weather of the UK and stuff like that. Is it, with the weather in the UK, how much is that investment worth because of the UK specifics weather? How much do they actually get to use that space, if that makes sense?
Makes sense.
How much of that space are they not using? How long do they go without being able to use that outside space if they don't have a pergola?
I understand your question.
Yeah. Well, the reason I mainly asked that question was because we did a bit of research on it when we calculate for clients and stuff.
Oh, we got a good information for that.
Yeah, it's about, in the UK, because
195 days raining, all right?
Of rain.
That's for
Just
wet
rain.
days, all right? Then we need to think about it, the cold days, wind as well. Because maybe not raining, but it's not warm enough for you to be outside.
Then we did the research, and it's about good weather that people want to stay outside for. It's 95 days out of 360 days in the year that the weather is nice enough that people want to stay outside. 3 months. That's it. So all those other days, no one wants to stay outside.
That's a good message.
So since you were talking about how Elite is so focused on details and maintaining those details, do you think how the client maintains the pergola with those details after affects the pergola's quality?
100%. Is a pergola is like a house. It's like a car, right? You need to clean your windows. We have integrated gutters. You need to clean the gutters like you clean the gutters of your house, right? And I'll give you a good example, right? We have systems which we install many years ago and look brand new, right? And special, we have a client. The name of the place, I'm going to say the name of the place. Can I say the name of the place?
Go for it.
Called Cotto. It's an Italian restaurant. We did, I'm very bad with time, but I think 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 years ago. Time is flying. And last time I went there to have a dinner, that place looked brand new. Brand new. They clean everything, not just the glass. They clean the profiles, the roof, the gutters. Look brand new. And we have systems with 6 months old, all beat up. all right? Sometimes they hang decoration, they take the decoration, leave all the stickers on it, the glue, the tapes. They don't clean, and sometimes they have flower pots. And when it's raining, it's normal to splash a little bit on the glass. They never clean. So the maintenance is very important. So let me say, real good job for Koto, maintain his pergola. That's really beautiful. And but it's very important. The maintenance is how we have a cars, right? 5 years old car. Some look brand new and some all beat up. Same thing as the pergola.
Yeah, exactly.
You need to maintain.
Do you say then, does maintaining the pergola also come with the quality of the pergola in the sense of it operating? Does it affect the operation of the pergola as well, how well you take care of it?
Yes, it's going to affect it on the operation 100%. All right? The water is not going to flow out of the system. You need to think about it. It's a roof. The water is not going to fall away from the roof, come down to the drainage if it's not clean.
If it's blocked.
It's a block, I got a client which called Victor, is water coming all over the place. What's going on? I say, we're going to be there in a few hours, all right? So I sent the team over there. First, the team get over there. First thing they need to look is, where's the water come in? And the look is all the way across the gutter. See, that's strange. When they go up, they got a little tree growing on the gutter.
A tree was growing.
Yeah. Because it's a dirt, everything's falling there,
and it's a tree blossom.
It's a little flowers come out on the gutter, and then
that just shows how long it hadn't been cleaned for.
Yeah.
If something's growing
so
there.
we clean up everything. Didn't take longer. That's the thing, but sometimes the business owner. That's happened more with the business owners, not with homeowners, but they're so busy with everything else and they forget. The pergola needs maintained, do a clean up and look good. If you're taking care, they look brand new, after 5, 6, 7 years.
Especially with the bad weather hitting you all the time, I'm guessing.
Exactly,
It does get dirty pretty quick.
Yeah, the wash off pretty quickly, but it doesn't clean. The rain doesn't clean the system.
It's the same thing as like rinsing it and proper giving it a scrub.
That's it.
It's just two different things.
That's it. And they can get elite to do that as well. They don't need to do it themselves, They can schedule for us every 6 months. They don't need more than that. Every 6 months, come over, do the maintenance, For the companies which didn't do the installation with us, didn't get
the
pergolas with us, they can get in touch with Elite as well. We're still going to do the maintenance for them as well. If they get a problem.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm glad you mentioned that. Do you get a lot of companies coming to you with already pergolas, needing them to be fixed?
A lot.
Oh.
A lot. That's why I tell people, be careful when you bought your pergola, because it's a lot of people, all right? And they feel very surprised. Feels like when they call me, they're waiting for no for the request because we didn't supply this system. And I say, yeah, that's fine. Is any particular day you want us to come? They, okay. All right. Yeah. Please. So we cannot promise everything because sometimes the products they bought is not fixable.
Yeah.
No, fixable is not on the aluminum profile. It's on the motor, on the belts, on the cogs, on the parts with the client doesn't see it. Yeah. It's a technical, you know what I mean? And sometimes it's not fixable. The product itself is bad. So we do as much as possible to function, to make work. Sometimes they just need to leave it closed permanently. It's sad because the reason of the retractable roof is to be able to open. But we still help them as much as possible.
Help everyone you can.
Yeah.
no matter who the competition.
No matter. And one more thing, if you need a good cleanup, which is important, you see, cleanup and service is two different things, right? Service, we're gonna check the function of the doors open, close, the motorized windows go up and down, the LED lights, the flashing, all right? That's service.
Yeah.
Then we have the cleanup service, which will go over there to clean up the gutters, pressure wash the whole system, clean up everything, take all the spider webs out of the corners, you know what
All
I
the
mean?
trees
All
growing.
the little trees grows in the gutter, you know? That will be the cleanup service, which
Nice.
we provide as well.
Nice. And with changing subject now,
Yeah.
because I can feel it getting a bit hot here, so it reminded me.
That's, we can drink that. That's for drinking.
It's for drinking.
Okay, I'll have that.
With the weather now in the UK getting so hot, and it's the weather we were all dreaming for and stuff like that. We've seen a lot online, people complaining about how UK homes aren't built for this kind of weather, and people are complaining that it's too hot and this is the weather they wanted, but now they can't stand it and all that stuff. Do you think pergolas come in more handy now? Are you getting a surge of people wanting pergolas more because of this weather coming out now?
The truth is, the pergola is for all the way around. Hot countries use it for shading. Wet countries work for the wet days, all right? But to be honest, they work for both of them. I'll give an example in UK, all right? I did a study for a business owner, you know, and we find out we have last year, 195 days of raining in UK. 365 in a day, 195 is raining. All right? I'm not talking about cold, windy, just
rain.
wet day. All right? If you added the days you can sit outside and a table and a chair, you know, is going down. You're going to have like 85 days a
Yeah, I
year.
remember when we did that math. I think it was around, if you're not including cold, wind, rain, and all that stuff, you get around like 85, 95 days a year
Yes.
of weather that you'd want to actually enjoy outside.
And it's still not feeling good.
Yeah.
Because imagine if it's a nighttime.
Yeah.
So, okay, we have 2 months of use to sit outside without any pergola system. All right? So that's the UK weather. So if you think about it, it's a game changer. People, you need pergola. Doesn't need to be elite pergola. You need pergola. That's important for your business. All right? There's a business plan. Looking forward. I saw a video, an Instagram video, 2 days ago, with this lady post a video which she say, "Oh, it's raining," and she's complaining about the English weather,
Yeah.
and the sunshine coming out, and she say, "Oh, sunshine! Oh, amazing!" She grab her computer, sit in outside furniture, and say, "I'm gonna work outside today." Sit over there. Then she say, "Oh, you know what? I'm gonna, cook outside. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna play with the child." So she's all excited. Then after 1 hour out there, she said, "Fuck, it's too hot. Too hot. I can't see my screen. You know, I can't be here. You know, it's too hot now." So it's hard.
Yeah.
You know, it's too cold, too wet, or too. So with the pergola,
It's adaptable on any
it's
weather.
adaptable.
Doesn't matter, too hot, too cold.
Exactly.
Rain, no
so
rain.
we not make it. When I say I make it, I use the system for English weather for the wet time. It's not just for the wet days. It's for the too hot days as well.
Yeah.
Because if you walk out of your garden and it's nothing, no umbrellas, nothing at all, you can stay there for more than 1 hour.
In the
It's
heat.
get too hot. And even if it's not too hot, the body is not used to with the hot anymore, with the weather. So pergola is the best solution.
Of course.
Yeah.
With let's again changing subject. In the conversation of you were talking about elite has the experts, they know what they're doing and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Do you ever come across when you were talking about blame and saying, "Oh, we don't care who's to blame. The important part is getting it done, and then afterwards we can talk about blame." Do you get a lot of blame being put on your installations and having to defend yourself a lot of the time, or do manufacturers trust you, or what's kind of the story behind that and the elite's reputation with
Wow.
manufacturers?
Wow, that's nice. Because before you prove, because you see, it's never going to be the client's fault.
Yeah.
Won't be, because we're there to advise them what to use it. All right? So they believe in you. So I like to think, whatever's happening is between the installation and the supply we choose. All right? And in the beginning, every problem we have, before they get to know me, all right? I'm just Jose, do a good installation.
Yeah.
So every time we get a problem and I send the information to them, they very, very quickly, less than 2 seconds, reply, that's the installation problem. Okay? Always. All right? And that's become, I'll say, not because it was me. I think that's how they reacted with information to everybody. All right? It's never manufacturer's fault. And I have this mindset for even the business I have before with for enough. Let's go to the details. All right? And I use a word to them. First of all, before I complain and go to the supplier, I test everything is possible. Did you measure right? Did you install the right way? Did we follow the procedure?
Follow your own steps again.
So we do all your steps before we talk to them. Because I don't like to go to them and they just easily point it. Look.
It is your fault.
It's your fault. You
want to go with absolute confidence.
Easy things to see. Why do you complain? I don't like that feeling. So I'm proud guy. So I went deep with all my guys, bring everybody and say, guys, what we don't see over here. All right. So after we do all this, we record everything. Then I go to the supplier. Then supplier come to me without thinking about it. No, it's installation problem. And they love it there. Then I say, okay, fair enough. And I come with this answer for them, which put them in the spot. I say, can you please help me to understand what's the problem and teach me how to fix it? Because I'm dying to understand
what we did wrong.
What we did wrong. Exactly this way, every time. And so now they need to get the solution.
Yeah.
They need to explain
what went wrong.
So they, mess around, making me spend more time, which is not good.
Yeah.
Try test outs, which I already did. All right? But it's a procedure.
Yeah.
So we do this test out, send the videos and everything to them. And all the time they come back to us and say, we're going to send the new parts. They not even say too much.
Yeah.
And I'll say, thank you, very appreciate. I'm not there to make anybody feel bad, But then I did it that once. Then I did that twice. Then I need again and again and again. And we come to the point when I say, guys, this is wrong. They agree with me before they check. They
trust you and your knowledge enough.
They understand my procedure. I'm not going to go waste the time before I understand what's the problem. And when I tell them what's the problem, I tell what's the solution as well. So I make their life very easy. All right? So by doing this, we become so close to the suppliers, by going over there, see the whole production line, sit with them and say, I don't like this. All right? Not because I don't like it, because I wanted them to get better as well. They give me feedback, I give them feedback. How are you going to manufacture something if you're not going to listen to the person to install? You know what I mean? That's how we improve, all right? And why now we're in a point they respect us so much about, ring us and ask you, when they change something, they send it to us, the parts, and ask us, what you think about it? Do you like it? You think this work? And they say, it's a good idea. Can we do this? Yeah. Can you do this little touch? And they say, yeah, we can. Okay, let's do it. And make work. And that's good for me. It's good for the supplier. Amazing for the client, But you see, it's a lot of work the client doesn't see to make these products look nice, to work nice.
So it's like a mutual benefit.
No, it is. But if the supplier doesn't stand that and now willing to work with the installation, of course, they don't do it that with everybody because a lot of installation doesn't know what they talk about. They do complete install wrong, and so they can just waste time with everybody. But because this long-term relationship with them,
You
and
built that
staying-
over time.
I built that over time, explained to them, not by being greedy or try to be rude. I always tell them, please teach me. Let me understand what I'm doing wrong. And that's a killer. That's a killer question. When you say, tell me what I'm doing wrong, and they don't get the answer, is it good? Is it good?
It's a good feeling.
Makes you good.
It's good to be right.
It's always good to be right.
So you have a good reputation then with your manufacturers. What about your reputation with the clients you work with? Because I know we've done a few jobs for clients, multiple jobs for a singular client, multiple different times.
Yes.
What would you say your relationship with the clients are, and how many jobs come from just word of mouth and reputation?
I think we're not a big sales company, all right? I don't have a big sales team, doing sales, all right? That's something we need to improve with the Elite, all right? Because the core for the Elite is the technical part, the installation, the groundwork. So that's where the Elite starts for. So it's not a big investment company when it comes and promote and just sell a product.
Yeah.
No, which I'm very proud about it. All right. It feels like I work in a reverse way.
Yeah.
All right. So now I got a great products. I got a great team. We know what we're doing. We can overcome any problem. All right. So now we need to improve our sales department. But what's making me very happy is every client we're working for, they always recommend us for somebody else. And we got a clients we do multiple projects. All right. I have one client with I expect very, very much. Not only because we do many projects with them, but because the person he are, because the businessman and the family man he's are.
Yeah.
All right. I feel like I learn a lot with him every time we sit down, have lunch together. All right. I was talking about the owner of a Cibo, Italian restaurant in Manchester. He have everything. He have a curved retractable roof. He got a louver system roof. He got a fixed glass roof. He got a motorized guillotine windows, slide window, sliding door, blinds.
We've done a lot of
We
projects
do a lot
with
with
him.
him. We work. He's a very picky person. All right, he's picky. He knows what he wants, and he wants
it done
right.
Yeah.
All right, and that's what I like about him. All right, so and that's proof what we do. Every time the client come back for us for the second job, that's
We
the
did
result.
something right. Yeah, we did something right the first
Yes.
time.
I would like that. I would like that. Make me proud.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, business is about to generate profit, but for a handman, which I am,
Yeah.
a handman work is to make something and make the person come and say, "Oh, you are badass." That's amazing.
That's
You
the
know?
feedback you want.
Oh, that's back me up. Yeah, that's recharge me.
Yeah. I think with Elite, from what I've seen doing sales for Elite, is a lot of our clients come from, I spoke to this person, or I spoke to that person, or I've seen your job at this place or that place. A lot of our jobs that come in are so much from people recommending us, which means we're doing something right.
Yeah, we
must
do,
be doing something right.
What can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Okay. What make you feel good about represent Elite? When somebody call you, when you answer a phone call, what's make you say, I like to work with this company, or I hate to work with this company? What's your feeling about Elite?
It's terrible. No, I'm joking. It's to be able to, I can speak with confidence on the phone to whoever I speak to, whatever client, whatever business owner, whatever residential space. I can speak to them with the confidence of Elite's product. We've talked about how particular it is, the details, the team, the experience you've had, the experience doing already loads of projects. I can speak to clients with that confidence of, I know my product's good. I know our product's well done. And I know I can give you something that is worth investing in, which makes my job much easier. If I don't trust the product I'm selling, I'm already falling behind, like, oh, it's great, and I'm having to hide things or not say certain things because I know a product has an issue with this. With Elite, I know I can answer whatever question with no concerns
Hands
whatsoever.
up.
Yeah, I can speak with my chest up and be like, Elite is good, my product's good, and I can put my foot down and say, yes, work with Elite. So it's an easy product to sell. We just need to get the word out. Spread
That's
the
good.
word. Elite's
Yeah,
great.
That's good. That's good. And that's the goal. You know what I mean? Be able to answer any question, talk to the clients, heads up. We know what we're doing.
Yeah.
We deliver. We're not the only one. There's great companies out there. I think the client just need to be careful about the bad companies.
Yeah.
Right? There's a lot of good companies out there. They do an amazing job. It's not just Elite. We talk a lot about Elite because that's our core. That's
Yeah.
who we are. But it's a lot of good companies out there.
It's the big reason
yeah.
why we do the calls as well. While I'll call clients, I will tell them on the phone, this call isn't about just us trying to sell you this pergola. It's looking to see if we are the right fit for you and if you're the right fit for us.
Yeah.
If you're looking for an extension and you're asking for a pergola, and I can, through our conversation, advise you, okay, I think what you're aiming for more is an extension, not a pergola. It's just seeing if it fits with us or not, if we're the company for you. And if we're not, that's completely fine. There's no issue with that. I'm confident with Elite's product that if it's not the right thing for someone, it will be the right thing for someone else.
Yeah, we're not even putting pressure on them, you know what I mean? If they give a signal, they're
not
too busy or
interested.
they're not interested, we're not call them back.
Bombard them with calls and sales.
Like,
stuff.
salespeople does. That's not your goal, I got some people go back to me, like spoke to me like months later and say, oh, I call a couple times. They, they didn't answer or they say that's not the right time. I said, good stuff. You got my number. Call me when you're ready.
And if they are, they always do reach
They
out.
always do it. They reach out, they call. We don't need, I don't feel comfortable. When I feel the person doesn't answer or it's not the right time, I don't feel comfortable.
doesn't feel good to
Maybe it's
push.
wrong as a sales perspective.
Yeah.
Maybe all the salespeople out there are going to say, oh, man, you need to grab them. You make
Yeah.
sure they buy. But I'm not a sales guy. I'm the hands-on, maybe something I need to improve, but I want the client to feel comfortable. I don't want to work on, put pressure on somebody to close the deal.
Yeah. You want them to leave with knowing that's what they wanted to do.
Yes.
It makes the process more enjoyable as well. The client is enjoying
Oh,
it.
yeah, yeah.
The amount of times I've heard you just having regular chats with clients on the phone, I'm like, yeah, I have a question. Can you answer
And
my
I
phone?
was on the phone with them.
You've been on the phone for an hour talking about centerpieces. I have a job to do. I need some help.
I know it's good. It's good. It's good.
It's
good
a good
to know the
client
part
relationship.
instead of the feeling the prices, they need attention. They want to talk to somebody. They want to invest a good amount of money.
Yeah.
They need, they need help.
They need to be able to trust too.
Yeah, and I enjoy to do that.
And I feel like when you were asking why it is easy to affiliate, again, it's that confidence. I trust the product, so the client trusts me. They
Yeah.
can see that trust and that I don't need to hide anything, tell you whatever you need to know. That trust is reciprocated by the client as well. If the client knows I trust the product and I can put money down and say this is the product, this is the best product,
I'm
they
in the right
trust,
direction. Yeah.
they trust that as well.
And it's a good, is a peace of mind for the client as well. I make the down payment. Now I need to worry
When it's gonna arrive.
8 weeks to see if I did the right decision, if they choose the right company. Imagine how stressful.
Yeah.
No, I want to feel, okay, I know my money where it is. I know where the guy is. I know his face, you know what I mean? Most company of that, you don't even know who owned the company.
Yeah. The experience they have is so important.
Yeah,
The whole time.
yeah.
They can always reach out whenever. Any questions, anything they want to know. Even sometimes they've closed the deal with us already and they want, I want to see more of a catalog. I want to see more photos. I want to see this. I want to see that.
We'd send everything.
Send everything. Have whatever you want.
Yeah, that's the goal.
With the UK weather, I feel like we're talking about the UK weather a lot, but where our main clientele is. How would you talk about the durability of the pergolas with all the weathers? Because I know a lot of the clients come being like, how well will it sustain a really bad, storm or hail or
Okay.
anything like that?
Is the whole system is made out of aluminum profile, all right, which is not going to rust, is a long lifetime, right? We have a particle paint, special paint, so we can even assembling close to the ocean, so the salt is not going to affect the
It's
paint.
not going to erode it.
No, no, no. And we have a warranty for that. All right. We have a calculation of the wind as well to make sure the pergola is strong enough to hold the wind.
So
Close to the
it's all
sea.
been tested.
All been tested, and we got a data and a report, approval report with all these details. All right. Inclusive for snow load. We don't have much snow over here in UK, but there is a place with a lot of snow. All right. We assembled a system in Sweden, a few months ago. Retractable glass roof, and snow a lot of that.
Yeah.
I got some picture with, good amount of snow sits on top of the system, and we do have calculation for all this. So everything we do is being approval, is being tested. It's not something we think is going to work or is going to be strong enough. As everything has been
So
tested.
100% safe.
It's a
No
safe.
worries.
Yeah, and we got reports to back this up.
Yeah. You mentioned slightly warranty with the pergolas. If after installation, if any issues occur, how does it work for the client to get them fixed?
They just get in touch with us. You have a manufacturer 5 years warranty from the manufacturer. And let's make this clear. The warranty is a warranty manufacturer. Does not mean that's how much the system is going to last. It's going to last much longer. We have a system with 20 years old. We still do maintenance and it still work properly. All right. We have a 1 year warranty and installation. Oh, Victor, why it's only 1 year in installation? Because installation is something which, if it doesn't appear in a year, it's no more installation issue. All right, that's the reason. But we be in touch with the clients for the retirement. How long is the company be here? They can get in touch. We have clients with has been expired the warranty, and we feel it's something we can do. We got a spare motor. The motor didn't work. We exchanged the motor for them. There's no cost. We're not greedy.
Yeah.
We're not here to.
So if it's not going to cost you anything, you're not going to.
We do it.
Yeah.
We do it. I have clients which I send a team to solve a problem. This is for you, team. Team bought a system with somebody else, but of course he didn't know me at the time, and he's got 2 motorized guillotine windows that they work, and I sent the team over there, and the team fixed it the next day. They call me one day, the team was there the next day. It doesn't happen all the time, but he's local, we could do that, all right? Normally, we try to have it no more than 48 hours, call back to be at the job site and address the problem. Yeah. So he bought the system with somebody else. He got a problem, he called us, and we'll be there the next day, and we fix and walk away. And we're too busy. So I didn't ask for details. How am I going to send invoice? That. 1 whole week passed. He's ringing me. Say, Victor, first I want to thank you for what we did. Second,
how much do I owe you?
Where's my bill? How much do I owe you? I said to him, just send it, text me your details, and I'll check something. I don't know yet how much it costs you or not, because it's local. The team was there. They fixed it quickly.
Yeah.
They didn't need new parts. So, it's a balance. Next time, team gonna open his next restaurant with I wish that happened, he's gonna call me.
Yeah.
I guarantee I'm the guy who do, improve his place, do his retractable roofs. That's how
you create that relationship.
The words turn around.
Yeah.
What you do here, they're coming back. You do good, they're coming back. You do bad, they'll come back.
They'll come back for you.
So, do good. That's my advice.
And with how easy would you say the pergolas are to use with the remotes and stuff? Are they have loads of buttons and stuff? Are they a bit complicated? Do they need teaching? Or is it something quite easy that anyone can use for the motorization?
There's a lot of different systems in the market, okay? We work with one very simple called Sophie motor system. And what I like about this is very reliable. I love it. I do like to work with them. And it's very simple for the client, not for us, but for the end client, all right? So it's an press of the bottom, simple to use, change channels, open, down. And one more thing, as you asked me this question, to explain how simple it is, we get a lot of call outs with the clients say, oh, when I try to close my roof, they don't fully close. They stop just before they fully close, which is bad, right? What a
Right.
command. And we go over that and we find out we just need to reset the limits, all right? Or sometimes just reset the motor. And that's something very simple to do. And we have a pretty good amount of call out about this. So what am I going to do is I'm going to create a tutorial, explain how they do that themselves. They
Yeah.
don't need to pay this, nobody to do it. They don't need to pay Elite or nobody else. The simple thing to do.
Yeah.
So simple. We need to be honest, all right? So I'm going to create a tutorial, explain first how to set the limits. If the limit doesn't work, how to reset the motor. If that doesn't work, then we need to come to see you.
Then there's an issue.
There's
Then
an
you need
issue.
Elite.
Yes. But I don't want to, cost or spend time or waste the time to something they can solve it by themselves. But that's to explain how simple it is to work, even to reset the limits, reset the motors, something that the homeowner can do it. The business owner can do it.
Amazing. So simple. Touch of a button.
Yeah, it is. It's true. Sometimes I do a lot of video calls and explain the client to do over the video.
Oh.
I could make a call out, go over there, charge them. That's not our goal.
Yeah.
That's not what we're looking for.
Nice. The reason I'm going to bring up what I'm going to bring up now is because of a client we've had recently, and it's something we've recently started doing, just to highlight why it's a good investment for businesses to have a pergola. Is why is it an investment? Because we've mentioned it is an investment for businesses and stuff. What is it that? Why is it such an investment?
We did work out some numbers, all right?
Yeah, I remember.
We worked together on this, and you got very surprised.
I was shocked by
Yes.
how much, because we calculated, for example, the job we did recently was quite a big pergola that we didn't install, and unfortunately had broken. So it couldn't open, it couldn't close, and the sides weren't really intact properly. So when it was cold, no one wanted to sit there because it was too cold. When it was hot, no one wanted to be there because they wanted to enjoy the sun.
Yes,
So
yes.
constantly there was no one there.
I'll give a little bit explanation. Can I use the project? I use the project as example,
Yeah.
all right? So the client looked like a retractable roof, but it wasn't. They use awnings, retractable awnings to cover that space, all right? Which for somebody doesn't have any experience on that, sounds reasonable. I'm gonna press remote, they're gonna close, it's gonna open. So, but they did that, they find out the sides is all open, water coming in for everywhere. Because it's awning, after you close it and hit the wind, they move up and down. It's like it's gonna fly. So Victor, he told me, it's a day which we put straps, the cranky ones.
Yeah, I remember I went
for
there.
cargo.
Yeah.
We have to put those ones because we thought it, it's gonna
It'll
fly
fly
off.
away.
Yeah, and we could not open because a bunch of people, computers, games inside. So we have to put all the straps. So again, it was a be advice from the right person,
Yeah.
what's gonna suit you best, all right? So we went to them and explained to them. I said, look, what we do, we're gonna keep everything you have here. We're not gonna try to upsell anything. Keep everything's work. You have timber walls. Where supposed to be window is like a clear perspective. They just slide side to side. There's no security. So to minimize the cost, because they're already spending on that. And think about it. They spend every year, they told me they spend every year a good amount of money to try to keep the bad thing on it. All right? So I come to them with the solution to do this. All right? I explained to them about how the retractable roof is going to work. We're going to replace the awnings, put a retractable roof. It's not going to flap. It's not going to go anywhere. It's going to be fixed, solid. They can work all the way around. And they don't need to spend money every single year to do a little touch-ups.
Yeah.
It's going to be done. And they're going to have elite support all over the way, even after years. But not only that, when I walk in, now going back to your question, I just find out how untake care, if that's the word, they didn't take care of the space nicely. They have a bar which is empty. They use it sometimes. So the place is not nice, all right? But have a lot of potential.
Yeah. It was neglected. To be fair, it was neglected a bit more because it wasn't getting used. It wasn't a priority for them.
Yeah, and because they could do something better because the reason for the roof, all right? So I talked to them, I explained how the roof is going to work. They're very excited. And me and you did a little bit of research about how many tables they got over there.
Yeah, it was, we just calculated seats. How many seats were there? It was like 58 seats that we calculated. And it was around 48,000
on the worst case scenario.
Yeah,
because
one of the worst case scenarios.
Yeah, we didn't want to present something unachievable. So we make, if they're busy full time, if they not busy all the time, and if they're not busy.
So we did a bit of a calculation of like how many seats there were, how many for how long people would stay there, so how much the seats would rotate, how much each person spent per time there. Just a rough calculation of the cost.
Use the weekends of the half days as well, so you don't try to calculate every single day was going to be busy.
It was just a rough estimate, and it was around 48,000 a month that they were losing just on that space. Yeah. So that would be 48,000.
That's the man they live in a table.
Yeah, exactly. There's 48,000 a month that they could be making on top of the revenue they already make. And when I saw that, when we did that calculation, we were just like ChatGPT, calculate this for me, and we calculated that, and I was in shock. I remember I was looking at you, I was like, this is insane.
You know what's fun? When we present that to the client, he say, it's not 58 people. How much was?
It was 120 people. Apparently the capacity for that space was 120.
We calculate 58 because that's the seats.
Yeah. And he was like, doubled that 48.
Doubled it up, yeah. So the cost of our proposal to fix the place for they can use full time was 1 month cost for them.
If in 1 month they could make it back.
Yeah, if they got 120 people over there.
Which is insane.
So
and they're not the only one. It's not to shame them because they're not the only one. Multiple different restaurants and companies don't decide to do that calculation, don't realize how much. Because you can think you are losing money not using that space, but once you put it on paper,
when you see when you see the numbers,
how much it actually is. I was shocked by it. We sell pergolas all the bloody time, and I was shocked by it. I was like,
we know it's good for them, but we never go deep in the calculation.
Which is why it is such a good investment for businesses. Which is why we sell mostly for businesses. Which is why our clientele becomes mostly commercial, because that's how much profit they could be making on top of what they're already making.
Yeah.
And that calculation was for if they're having a really bad month. If it was not that great of a month, imagine if they have a great month. Games are going on, the weather's great, and everyone wants to use the outside space.
Sports coming in.
It could be a lot more than 48 a month.
Will be.
Which is insane to think so.
Yeah.
But yeah, when people ask...
So they're very pleased. They're going to go for, and it's going to be a game change for them.
Oh, last question.
Okay.
Final question about Elite really is...
Start again, because I was cleaning my mouth.
Final question for this whole podcast for Elite, really. What's the end goal? What's the final goal for Elite? Where does Elite want to be in the next few years? What's that end goal for Elite?
First of all, I don't know what you mean as the end goal. That's not in my vocabulary.
There's no end goal.
No, there's no end goal. I want to be able to help as much people as possible, much business owners as possible. I like to have my daughters, including you, hear about our business, say, what a great thing your father has been done. I don't care about nobody else. I care about you, your sister, and what my wife think about me and the business. All right? And to do that and to achieve that is helping people. Mm-hmm. I learned that long time ago. Is some people's focus in the wrong end. How can I make a profit? How can I do that? And I do believe, and I see every day, even my people, the people do the installation with us, they see the result of that. If we do a great job, if we help people, everything is a consequence. The money, more business, quality of life, everything's coming together when you help people.
It's all a side effect.
A side effect, you know what I mean? So we learn to focus on the right thing, This client we just talked about, how can we help them? How can we make his business profitable?
It's almost exciting to tell them, this is how much you're losing. We can help you with this. We can make that work for you.
And if we do that, he's going to be placed. He's going to be the one's ring. You say, where's my invoice? Why you didn't invoice me yet? You know what I mean? So that's the goal. But my personal inside me is we already do supply for Europe, Portugal, Spain, with the installation in Sweden. So we're there already, all right? So if anybody out there want to get in touch with Elite, come over. We'll supply all over the place, all right? We got a great project to get Elite in American, all right? We still study strategic where we're going to be, but we're going to be there very soon.
Next steps.
Very soon. Next step will be American. We got all the setup. To be honest, if somebody places the order tomorrow, we can take care of you straight away. So if you're an American, if you are in Nantucket Island, get in touch. I know the place, Orlando, Florida. Where are you born?
Orlando, Florida.
You're born in Orlando. So that's where my girl's born, so we can be there as well. We got a great team of professional in Florida, Orlando especially. So
we can install it already. The goal is
straight away
get Elite.
No, the goal, the question is they need to reach out and we'll be there, all right? So keep that in mind. And last but not least, Brazil. So I'm going to say this in Portuguese for the Brazilian people, right?
Vamos lá.
Se você estiver vendo, fala com a Elite se você quiser esse tipo de pergolado. Eu sei que o Brasil tem um potencial enorme. Tem clientes de qualidade ali que quer o melhor. Nós somos ali experientes, sabemos o que você precisa. E para algumas pessoas ok, tá só na Europa, tá só em UK, Estados Unidos. Não. Você pede, a gente tá aí.
E se tem medo de conversar com uma companhia por causa do inglês ou alguma coisa assim? Tem
aquela Vitória.
Fala comigo.
Fala com a Vitória.
Fala comigo. A gente tem aquela intimidade brasileira. Vem falar com nós tudo. And I think that's what helps in English as well, the diversity that we have. Elite has a large diversity, not just providing installation everywhere. Our team and the people we work with.
Is think outside the box. It's the immigration thing I told you about, teach you how to adapt and make things work. So for the Brazilian people, if you need that, get in touch. I make it happen. Trust me. I won't let you down, especially you, Brazil.
Fazer acontecer.
Yes, we do that.
But yeah, I think summarizing it, the goal is to help everyone, no matter where they are.
Reference. Yeah.
No matter where they are, be the people they want to call, be the people that will help.
They can trust.
What. Yeah.
They can trust. They know you're gonna, make happen. Get the job done.
I think
that's the goal.
I think the perspective sometimes people have with businesses is what you said, the profits. They think about making money. They think about this. So they think about that.
Close the deal and that's it. That's the beginning.
That's where it all starts. Yeah. Once the deal is closed, that's
with Elite. It starts even before that. Remember?
Yeah, exactly. So I think it is easy to say we care about the client base and stuff like that, but I think our rapport tells that. Even with commercial, residential, no matter what, the Pergola is the product, but it's not what we're selling.
No.
We're selling the solution. We're selling that help. We're selling it for the client, the person itself, no matter who it is, where they are, where they want it.
The next step.
Yeah. We'll make it happen. It's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
With you guys.
I love the slogan can I say the slogan?
What slogan?
We don't use it much, but I love that. It's called Beyond the Limits.
Beyond the limits.
That's my personal
elite slogan.
His elite slogan, yeah.
Doesn't get said often enough.
Yeah, we're gonna put it out there a little bit more.
Yeah. Beyond the limits. With
Beyond
elite.
the limits. Yeah, I like that. I think it expressed a little bit what we're looking forward to do.
Amazing. Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
think those are all the
Thank you for having me.
questions.
Yes, amazing. I really enjoyed that, especially with you, my daughter.
What can I say?
It's amazing. Thank you. Thank you very
you.
much.
Bye. Yay! We did it!